too want to thank the organizers. I don't know if mine's working, but I want to thank the organizers for this grant, for being a great good moderator. I'm running for Congress because I'm deeply concerned about not just the direction of our state, but the direction of our country. I have 3 young children, and they're the reasons why I'm running. Silas, Eleanor, and Blaze. And I've said this many times before, but I believe this next election is going to be a referendum on the very identity of this country. Are we going to be a country that is, as Barack Obama and Mark Schauer wanted to be, changed, branch, and root, fundamentally transforming this nation? Or are we going to be one that was founded over 200 years ago by our great founding fathers that believed in less government, more freedom for the individual, and less taxes and regulation? We were founded upon the principle of no taxation without representation, with the principles of smaller government, the principles of people being governed, people being in charge, and the people that are representing them being subordinate to those people. Right now we have a crisis of consent. You have a Congress that has the raw power to do what they want to do, and they're doing it. In fact, they decided to pass health care, over 55 to 60% of the population saying no, don't do it. They are also talking about passing a lot of the legislation that they couldn't get through already in the lame duck session, regardless of who wins in 2010. And the very scary specter of cap and trade passing that would literally be NAFTA on steroids, that would send more jobs here in Michigan to China and India, where they won't have cap and trade. I'm running for Congress because when I looked out at the playing field of who was running and who had the best chance of victory, I thought that as a former Marine officer that I had the best chance of beating Mark Schauer. I didn't want to take the chance on somebody who had already lost to him in the past. No disrespect to Congressman Walberg, but we need someone that can unify this party, move it forward, so that we can win this district back, as Nick Smith used to win it with 60% of the vote, 55% of the vote. Even Joe Schwartz would win this district with 57% of the vote. We need to get that back, unite this party. I've been able to do that where I can appeal to very different aspects of this party. I'm a Ronald Reagan Republican. I believe in the Big Tent Republicanism. This district is a conservative district. I'm a conservative Republican. But places like Massachusetts, you have Scott Brown, and he's appropriate for Massachusetts, and that's the party that is a national party that we can take this country back with, and we can move it forward with. Not with the President Obamas and Mark Schauers of the world that believe we need to transform this country. I didn't go to Iraq and fight for the freedoms for people to have that they never had before, so I come home, and we're losing those very freedoms here at home. I'm asking for your vote on August 3rd. I believe I have the best chance of beating Mark Schauer. We have very short time left to go. I encourage you to not only get yourself out to vote, which obviously you will since you're here, but get your friends, get your family, get your neighbors out there. A lot of people still don't even know that there's a primary going on, and it's a very important primary, not just for the governor's race, but for our race as well. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Brian. Now, Marvin Carlson.
Can you hear me out there? It's very symbolic this afternoon, the storm clouds are over Battle Creek here. Because I believe there are storm clouds over this entire country right now. I believe that Washington, D.C., Barack Obama, Mark Schauer, and the rest of the majority Democrats in Congress have no idea of the tsunami that they're facing. You folks here today are just a tip of that tsunami. You folks here today, by your presence, is showing that you're determined to make a difference this time. This time, we are going to take our country back. This time, we are through with big government. We are through with big spending. We are through with Mark Schauer lecturing us on how we should live our lives. We are through with the presumption in Washington that they know better. I believe that these storm clouds will tell a big difference here come November. This district, along with 40, maybe 50 other districts, are swing districts. If we can take back the House of Representatives, we can change the direction of government in Washington. And that's our goal. All three of us, that's our goal. That's our determination. That's what impels us and gives us the energy to come out and talk to folks. Now, I've been going door to door every day, talking directly to people. And And what I've discovered is that there is, in fact, this groundswell. People are very scared of what's happening in this country. They're concerned about their futures, their kids' futures, and their grandchildren's futures, and about their own future. Many folks that I've spoken with actually have lost their jobs or have reduced income. And they are extremely, extremely motivated to come to the polls and change the direction. And I believe that a business person, an entrepreneur, a person that actually has built a business, actually balanced the budget because I couldn't print money like the federal government is doing. I think that's the kind of person, the kind of background that we need to send to Washington because that's the critical nuts and bolts bread and butter issue we face. Here in the 7th Congressional District, we've lost 1 in 5 jobs. 12,000 since Mark Schauer was elected. Christine, the person who is the chairman of the Michigan Works Committee, Christine Quinn, has indicated that in Hillsdale and Branch County, the real unemployment rate is closer to 25%. That's greater than what we faced here in Michigan in the 1929 crash. So it's a real principled bread and butter issue people face. That's what they're concerned about. They want someone who can represent them in Washington, who knows what to do day he arrives, and begin to turn this economy around and bring prosperity and jobs back to Michigan.